I grew up in a home that was oriented toward Israel because both my parents were Sabras. They were born in Israel at the time that it was Palestine, and they emigrated to America. My father was a rabbi, and the connection to Israel was very strong because my father's parents were there, my mother's parents were there, so there was no question that we were Israeli-oriented. My mother became active in Mizrachi Women, which is what AMIT used to be called in the olden days. My mother was the only one of her circle who knew how to drive. And so she used to ferry the other women when they went to pick up merchandise for bazaars, because that was the chief fundraising method of Mizrachi Women in those days. We knew we couldn't have the car certain days because Mama was out collecting for Mizrachi Women. When we got an allowance, we had to take part of it and give it to tzedakah. I became involved in AMIT about 34 years ago when I joined the staff of the magazine. At that time, everybody was a volunteer. We all knew what our efforts were going toward. AMIT at that time was saving children who came from the Holocaust without parents, without any family, and AMIT was housing those children and educating them and clothing them. And we knew how important our work was because these children had nobody. We really worked with one child at a time. My husband Simon and I used to take a trip to Israel every year, and we visited AMIT schools. We used to love to go to Bet HaYeled. We were there for Bet HaYeled's 10th anniversary celebration. They had invited their alumni. One girl who came and spoke, she was a young woman, a mother of two. She said, "I never had a birthday until I came to Bet HaYeled." She wasn't talking about a birthday party. She was talking about the idea of a birthday. She said that people were happy that I was born. It didn't happen until I came to Bet HaYeled. In 2012, which is the year that my beloved husband Simon passed away, we wanted to do something to honor his memory. And so we decided to dedicate the Ner Tamid in the AMIT school in Maale Adumim. And that was important to us, not only because it was an AMIT school, but I had two great-granddaughters who were attending that school. I'd like to thank AMIT for doing me the honor of selecting me as one of the guests of honor for this evening. And I do want to thank all my friends and family. I especially want to mention my three children, Benjamin, Rena, and Shira, who have helped me so much in my work for AMIT. It is truly a time of love for everyone here, and I do thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.